If you pull off a list, then the cutie bitch, then I taxi her. I won't say no name, that pussy run, but he went fast enough. Hit it 3 times.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Spike Lee, and we back. But this time, I got something different for y'all. So basically, it be a lot of shit going on, and I laid back niggas, so I be staying out the way, but I be peeping shit. So now I'm gonna pick 3 things that's going on in the real world and talk about this shit. And I'm gonna call this subject on my YouTube. Let's talk about it. And with that being said, I have chosen 3 things to talk about today: lab-grown meat, the Titan, and the Jim Crow law in Mississippi. I will read an article that I trust. I'll read a fact from that article, and then I will voice my own opinion on each subject. With that being said, we gonna start off with the Jim Crow law in Mississippi. Supreme Court won't hear challenges to the Mississippi Jim Crow era ban on voting after some felonies. Jackson, Mississippi, the U.S. Supreme Court said Friday that it will not stop Mississippi from removing vote rights from people convicted of certain felonies, a practice that was originated in the Jim Crow era with the intent of stopping black men from influencing elections. The court declined to reconsider a 2022 decision by the conservative 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals that said Mississippi had remediated. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Forgive me. The discriminatory intent of the original provisions in the state constitution by altering the list of disenfranchising crimes. It's already telling you this is to affect black people from voting. The shit already rigged. In my opinion, the shit is already rigged. But they now are trying to stop us completely from voting. Well, certain black people, majority of black people from voting, because believe it or not, a lot of black people have felonies. To take whatever you want from that, I'm just saying. But as well, not all black people who have felonies are necessarily doing them felonies or, have been charged the correct way for them felonies. So yeah, that's some bullshit in of itself, because where the fuck did I let it go? Why would they allow that to happen? And it's just in Mississippi for right now, but just think, if they're letting that shit happen in Mississippi right now as we speak, what's gonna stop them from adding it to other states? The second topic we're gonna talk about, because I feel like this really needs to be talked about, and I feel like a lot of people are not understanding what this could mean, is lab-grown meat. I will no longer be eating meat. I officially will just be eating fruits. And believe it or not, that's going to be hard as a bitch, but I'm not eating no meat that comes from a lab. Even though the meat probably has already been coming from labs, now that y'all just blatantly throwing it in our faces, means y'all are comfortable and y'all going to do some extra shit eventually. And it's going to fuck them people up. I don't think there's going to be apocalypse. Say what you want to say, but I don't think it's going to be apocalypse. It is what it is. Tell you. So I'm going to read from this article that says, lab-grown meat will be able to be sold to U.S. consumers for the first time, with the federal government granting permission for 2 separate businesses to offer their chicken products to people. Both Upside Foods and Good Meat said on Wednesday they have been given the permission by the U.S. Department of Agriculture to produce and sell chicken that has been grown from a cluster of sample animal cells in large metal vats. It's coming from a large metal vat. That in and of itself is a no for me. And like I said, I believe that shit is going to bring the zombie apocalypse. One day they gonna put that shit in the chicken. They gonna fuck up, and you know them boy don't never tell you when they fuck up until something bad happen. So something bad gonna happen. It's gonna be the fucking zombie apocalypse, and we all will know. And I'm gonna be ready for that shit. I will be ready for that shit. It's not gonna happen soon, but it's gonna happen like 10, 20 years, probably 15, probably less than that. Yeah, I believe so. And what was the last thing? Oh yeah, the Titan. That's not funny, but it's funny because just think about it. You paid to go to something that is barely discovered. Like, we don't even really know what's in that motherfucker. And I don't believe that shit imploded. That's a fucking lie. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that shit. I'm sorry. I can't. So I'm gonna read an article, and yeah, what caused the implosion? This is an article by BBC News. Just to put that out there. Titan's hull is believed to have collapsed on Sunday as a result of an enormous water pressure. The cell was built to withstand such pressure, and experts will now be trying to determine what exactly went wrong. Analysis of the debris may help to establish this. Titan is believed to have been 3,500 meters below sea level when contact was lost. The vessel was so deep that the amount of water on it would have been equivalent to the weight of the Eiffel Tower, tens and thousands of tons. All right, one, they said that shit was built for that shit. So that shit is meant to go that fucking deep. The fucking the Titanic is, I believe, 12,000 feet underwater on the seafloor. That seafloor. Because the sea deep is a bitch. But yeah, so that bitch is 12,000. This is not the first time they have done this. It's not the first time they have done this. It's built to stand that pressure. And they paid for this. So technically, whatever. Anyways, if that shit was built for that shit, why would that shit implode? And yeah, we have certain shit that just fucking happens, but come on, my nigga. This is life you're playing with in and of itself, because you're going to the fucking sea. The sea dangerous just by itself. So you not gonna play that shit for real. You really not gonna play with your life like that. You really not. I think something ate that motherfucker. Either something ate that motherfucker, or them boys saw something they wasn't supposed to see, or something, and them boys got up out of there. Them boys, yeah, that shit ain't implode. That shit can't have implode, nigga. Come on now, that shit is built for that shit, nigga. But yeah, I'm gonna get better at this. This is just the first video. I'm gonna get better at this. This is basically how Let's Talk About It is going to go. And with that being said, we out.
If you pull off a list, then the cutie bitch, then I taxi up. I won't say no name, that pussy run, but he went fast enough. Hit it 3 times, I start